Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 3 Dr. Oetker dessert creams. You make them all the same way. You need to have 250 milliliters of cold milk. So that's how much I have in here. Flavors include raspberry cream, cheesecake, and mixed wild berries. These were sent to us from Maria in Berlin, Germany. Dr. Oetker, we see some Dr. Oetker here, but they're really popular in Germany. So what you want to do is you want to open your package. We're going to do the raspberry cream first. And you do need to have a hand mixer, or I'm using the stand mixer. Put your powder in and your milk. And then you're gonna whisk this on high, on the highest speed, Maria said, for 3 minutes. Okay, this has been whisking for about 3 minutes. So you can see it gets really thick. And I'm going to transfer it to this little dessert bowl. And then each one of these is gonna go, we're gonna put them in the refrigerator for 60 minutes. So an entire hour before we actually review them. So I'm going to wash my bowl, and I'm going to do the same thing with the next 2, but I'll show you as I do it. This one did not whisk up as much, the cheesecake one, but we tried to let it go longer so that it would have time to firm up, and it just did not. So I'll get another bowl out and put the rest of that in. But hopefully by the time we let it set for 60 minutes, it will firm up more. We have our desserts in front of us. The cheesecake one never did set up. It's weird. Like, I put the same amount of milk in all 3. You saw that, and it did not, even after whipping the same amount of time as the other ones. It never wanted to fluff out.
These firmed up like while they were whipping up.
Yes, instantly.
And then you put it in the refrigerator, just kind of let them set. This one stayed liquid the whole time, so you saw when she poured it in the bowl, it was very liquidy. Yeah. Maybe it thickened up a little bit, but anyway,
we'll see. I don't think so. I think it
still looks pretty runny.
It's still runny, yeah. So this one is the cheesecake one, and it is 263 calories per portion. Okay. So, and like we said, this is going to be liquid. I could probably...
dignified person.
That was so ladylike of me. I've never done that before.
I like the flavor of that though. It has a nice flavor. It's like it's like a vanilla pudding flavor almost.
That's what it tastes like to me. It doesn't taste like cheesecake. It tastes like it is a really sweet vanilla. It's almost like a... if it was colder and frozen, it would remind me more of a milkshake, because it tastes like a...
That was that vanilla kind
of... It tastes like a vanilla milkshake.
Yeah, that really rich, creamy kind of flavor. Yeah,
and I'm glad I drank it out of the bowl, because I got more than Kevin.
You probably did. Yeah, I thought it was good though.
That one is delicious. Yeah. Vanilla milkshake is how I would totally describe that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get that cream cheese kind of flavor.
This one is the raspberry cream, and it's 192 calories per portion.
Yeah, this one thickened out really
and I can't pick the ball up for this one.
I keep expecting it to taste like yogurt, because it has the same kind of texture and look.
That is very refreshing, but it has a little bit of the tartness from the raspberry,
it does.
but it's also very, very sweet.
Not as sweet as like puddings over here, but it is very sweet.
It's the same texture. I think pretty much the same texture as a pudding here. Yeah. It's just that this has actual raspberry pieces in it, and well, we don't have like prepared.
The texture is a little bit different from pudding, but it's pretty close.
It's really close. Yeah, it's very close. This is probably whipped more than theirs. It's probably fluffier, but it does remind you of the difference in theirs and ours. Ours is thinner.
Yeah, it is a little thinner. It's not quite as rich and
creamy. But I do like that raspberry flavor. This last one is the mixed wild berries, and it's the lowest calorie. It's 170 calories per portion.
There are some seeds in there too, by the way.
Yeah, it had pieces in here too.
This one also has seeds. The raspberry one had seeds. This one does as well.
That has the lightest flavor, though, I think.
I don't know. I get a really strong blueberry flavor.
Well, I'm gonna get me. I didn't see. There's a blueberry here. I didn't get a blueberry before, but there's not a blueberry in every bite. So really, you're stacking the deck by picking one out like that.
Well, I just randomly scooped and got a berry.
I still think it's the lightest flavor.
See, I was thinking I really didn't get. I mean, I got a flavor from this, but I didn't get like super strong flavor.
See, I got a really nice raspberry flavor. And they're beautiful colors. And even though that didn't set, it's still my favorite because I love that vanilla milkshake flavor. That is going to be my favorite of the three.
I still think that one has a strong flavor for me.
It didn't for me.
My favorite flavor, I agree, is the cheesecake.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cheesecake, but Maria, if you've tried all three of these, you'll have to let us know which one is your favorite. My second, I'm going to pick the raspberry.
I would too.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, I would go in the order we tried them.
Oh, yeah, that is my order. And I really do like these because they're easy. And even though, like I said, even though this one is liquid, we have tons of straws. And all you would have to do would be we actually have a bowl. I have a bowl that somebody sent me. Yes, it's one of those bowls that has a straw, and you could literally suck that up out of the bowl if you want to.
It's so you can get the last bit of your ice cream out of the bottom of the bowl.
Your milk.
Or your milk for your
cereal milk. Yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah. But thank you so much for sending us these. Yes, we very much appreciate them. I don't know... Maria didn't say if these were special like summer flavors or anything like that, so I don't know if these are out all the time in Germany or if they're just for the summer, but Maria will probably let us know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. We discovered the reason why this never firmed up. I'm glad, honestly, that it had all the flavor it had because I always follow Maria's directions because we can't read German. So Maria's directions for all three of these said to use 250 milliliters of cold milk. Well, for the two, you are supposed to use 250 milliliters of cold milk. For this one, you were only supposed to use 150 milliliters.
So a little less milk.
So less milk. I'm sure if we had used less milk,
would have been as watery.
It would have whipped up fine. But Maria, don't feel bad. I mean, I would have assumed that they were all the same as well. I do that all the time with recipes. So yeah, but I wanted to come back and say, because I can imagine the comments, somebody would have said, oh, you used way too much milk. We realize it now that we used too much milk.